been traveling for the past few years. I've worked abroad and I've been traveling. I've really enjoyed it, but I've not documented it properly. So I kind of looked at, what do I have right now? What resources do I have? What am I doing? And how can I integrate that to help it build my future at the same time? So that's when I thought of the idea, Aaron Travels. That's what I'm doing. My name is Aaron and I like to travel. So I said, right, travel pages, they seem to get a lot of attention. People like them. I'm going to make a travel page. But in order for it to grow, I'm going to have to do something a little bit different. I'm going to have to travel a bit different, find where's the gap in the market. How are most people not traveling? So it can gain traction. People can be interested. So that's when I said, right, I'm going to start to travel in a crazy way. I'm going to get myself a bit of a reputation and look mentally strong. And then after that, after I grow a big following on social media, then I can tell people I'm also a life coach and I can have enough people who trust me and believe in me. So it was a moment essentially in my old job when I'm working, and COVID came around. And basically, the world, it was like crunch time. I was like, what am I doing with myself, you know? It's time to act. I was realizing, damn, we're like, even in freedom, I questioned, like, you know, my life could be gone tomorrow, and also even freedoms. I really need to do something. I really need to go. Take action. So that's actually when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna go for this Aaron Travels thing. I'm gonna try and blow up the internet by doing something totally crazy. I'm gonna try and cycle from Ireland to Greece. I never cycled before in terms of out of my own town. I never camped before for longer than a weekend at EP. And I said, right, I'm gonna give it a go. So within that week, bought a bike, I bought a tent, and I quit my job in a week. And I went for it. And I put up on my Instagram. I tell people, right, everyone, I'm about to try and cycle like 16, 18 countries to Greece over the next couple of months. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know how far it is. I'm just gonna Google map it each day. I'm just gonna wing it. And we'll see how it goes. That's when I started. That's when I started to put out what I was doing on social media. I thought it would blow up the internet. I was making YouTube vlogs. I didn't know of TikTok back then. Had Instagram. It didn't blow up. When you're sleeping out there, you're at the elements of the weather, and you know, you can be waking up in all types of weather conditions, wind, rain, whatever. Some nights, I mean, you're cycling for the whole entire day, and then you're sleeping, you could only have slept for 2-3 hours. I'll be honest with you though, I was just charged by staying active. Okay. I was charged by staying active. Food, I probably didn't even eat that much food. I cooked a lot of the time, I had pots and pans. I was charged. I feel like, you know, when you've got a mission, when you've got things to do, and when you're out there breathing in fresh air, you're fueled, you know what I mean? So it's like when you're at home and you're sat on the couch, you get lazy, you're falling asleep, it's very easy. But when you're outside and you've got nowhere to go, I think it's like, you just embrace it. Yeah, it's like constantly kick in with this energy. You only have 72 hours until the COVID test is no longer valid, so it doesn't sound like we stand much of a chance, does it? Because you can't make it to the border on a bike in that time. You can get a bus, but I'm doing it for charity now, so to cycle the 500k, so cycling is what we are doing. So I put myself in the position where things that are difficult or I might fear or are uncomfortable, it has to be done. So it's getting done. So I'm cycled the whole day, I'm tired, I don't know where else to sleep, I'm putting my tent to the side of the road. Okay, there's going to be a thunderstorm tonight, I need to sleep in that abandoned building. That's going to be scary as hell. And trust me, all night, your mind's on edge. You're in a tent where most of your senses are cut off. You can't see outside of that. So I think that's a big thing. That makes you scared. You don't know if someone's going to walk in the tent, fall over, you might, so. I slept in an abandoned building in the Croatian mountains one night when I had 4 wild boars come to my tent. I slept in an abandoned building one night also in Croatia on a construction site, and I think it was security come looking for me. Somebody told them that I was in there. My bike was locked out front and I had to jump out a window and hide underneath like a balcony. They came in the building. I was recording this on Instagram at the time, telling my followers these people are looking for me. They were like at least 2 men roaring through the building at night time. It was dark. I was hidden under the stairs, like frozen in my tent, hoping they wouldn't find me, like after jumping out the window. All night they walked around that building. I fell asleep, I woke up and they were still looking. My bike was outside, they knew I was in there, so they were looking for me. And just lying there all night, just knowing they're looking for you, hearing the footsteps, hearing them shout. That wasn't a nice experience. The wild boars wasn't a nice experience. I had a lot where I'm just out, maybe sleeping under like a stairs. Like I remember there was like a stairs and you could go under the stairs thing. I put my tent there and it was right on like a little harbour kind of thing. We had a massive storm that night, blow in. You know, my tent nearly lifting up, only for I put like bricks and big stones on it to hold it down. And you know, you're nice like that where you just sit up all night and you wake up the next day and get on with it. Ireland was very good though for camping in. Ireland was safe, Ireland was nice. The worst part was camping abroad in different countries because you don't understand what they're saying. So your mind fears. You know, you hear a group of fellas, blah, 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 saying something. What are they saying? They talking about me? You don't know, you're on edge. Ireland, you just hear, they're just having a laugh, whatever. Nothing got to do with me. We're trying to sleep now, you know.